Hey guys, this is KaiKai3212 here, and this is going to be a very special video today because while most people in Tableturf Battle Server are going to join us during recording, I'm here with one of the most goated Tableturf players of all, and the Tableturf player who bullied me almost the most. Aaron is P1.
Oh, yeah, if you're wondering about Kakai bullying, and I think it was, are you meaning Tabletop Tussle? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, he won Tableturf Tussle, and he basically just sent me to losers bracket.
You're very welcome for that.
Nah, it's fine either way. I already made a video about that, so you should go watch it. But anyways, today we are talking about the Tableturf maps that just got released entirely, but I'll also be updating on the other maps that'll come up as we go. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see how good and bad they actually are. So for starters, let's talk about Main Street. What do you like about Main Street the most?
I think it's a very good tutorial map.
Okay.
It's a very basic it's a very basic shape because it is just a straight line.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I don't think there's much going for it. But I think it's just because I'm not best at the map.
Oh, true, definitely true. And to be honest, though, the Main Street map is a good starter map for all Tableturf players who just got started with the game. And what I like about it is that it's almost easy to start going aggro against your opponent, regardless.
You can definitely play aggro on this map.
Yeah, good aggro to start off. It's not the worst, it's not the best, but hey, it's a good start. What do you think you would put this on, Aaron?
Personally, I would put it in mid.
Oh, definitely.
But
Same answer as mine. We'll put this in mid tier. Put that as a mid tier. So next up is Thunder Point.
Out of all the old maps especially, this is probably my favourite.
Oh, definitely your truly favorite. Like, why though?
Yeah, I think it's a favourite. Well, I feel like you can play both aggressively and defensively.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
there's also just a lot of different cards you can use.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, to
yeah.
be clear though, it's hard enough that you have to be forced to block the right side of your map, because if you don't block the right side of your map, they're gonna squeeze on by, depending on what cards they actually have. Like, a Charger can actually go through it on the second turn, and it'll mess up your base combo. So you are forced to fix the right side. And thankfully, Ouroboros actually fixes both sides equally. And I think a Marina card can actually do well here.
Yeah, I'm actually experimenting with Marina right now in a Thunderpoint deck.
Hey, me too, actually. Me too. And it's not really the worst one. It's just that you have to worry about defense in the majority of it all.
I think you can also play very aggressively as well, so I don't fully agree with that, but I think it's still a great map in my opinion.
Alright.
I would put it in one of the top 2 tiers easily.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it could be good. Like, what about Jack, though? Jack was, like, almost impressively good compared to Trey Lena's experience. Like, I see both players separately at the time, and Trey Lena's is, like, almost way better than Jack because of how Trey Lena can squeeze through my base combo, or anyone in general. I'd say I put it on mid, but you do you. I'll agree with you at this one. Goated. Definitely goated. The next map should be Square Squared, and not gonna lie, Square Squared's like so hard to deal with.
I agree, it can be a difficult map, especially if you're
almost
just
as
starting.
difficult as you could think of, because like your target is like the center, the middle, right? Just like in Turf War, you have to go to the middle to begin with. Sometimes you don't have to go to the middle, and you have to rely on going up or to the right on your side. And believe me, it's almost hard to defend your corner, because your corner is the only base combo you can have around. You can't just move around entirely towards left and right at the same time.
For that reason, I actually don't think base combos are the best strategy for Square Squared.
Yeah,
but
it could be.
Yeah, because I think it's very much like old meta where you have to have a lot of synergy with cards instead of just base combos.
Yeah, this one relies on more synergy than base combos. I agree with you.
I mean, you can still do something with like Gnarly Eddie or Marigold
Oh,
around your
Gnarly
starting
Eddie does
block.
super well here. And
Yeah.
like, Gnarly Eddie does super well here, not just in this map, but also in a few other maps, so I could say it's gonna be okay. It's not really the best one entirely. And, by the way, Tableturf Hell is, like, the worst tier any map could even be on. Okay, and Godlike are just...
Personally, I quite like Squared.
Oh, yeah. For me personally, it's okay, because you
For
just,
me, it's
you just
at
need to
least
focus on
mid, but-
synergy more.
Yeah.
Anyways, next up is... this one is, like, pretty much one of Yuvin's favorites, and Jack's if possible. This one is X Marks the Garden, and I do like this map because, well, you have to worry about left or right, or the center, rather than just going straight on towards your base combo. Like, if you have a Dynamo or a Ouroboros, then you should be fine. What do you think? What do you think?
I would have put it in one of the lower tiers. It's too RNG dependent, especially in competitive play.
You're right. It's RNG dependent. I think it is kind of goated for me personally, because once you get the right RNG, chances are it's just a cakewalk.
Yeah, good RNG.
Yeah.
Which makes this map really fun.
I wonder if the Yuven wall would apply to this. We'll get to River Drift in a moment about that, but I wonder if that Yuven wall applies here.
I don't think it would. Because you've got the 3 sections you have to block off. You would only cover about a fifth of the map with it. You'd lose so much space.
Oh yeah, definitely true. I would love to see a Yuven wall here. But I'm gonna put this one on goated because of the right RNG. Anyways, next up is... oh god. Now we're dealing with the actual shit. We are dealing with actual shit here, in my opinion. This one is...
Gemini is fun!
I'm sorry! Gemini is not so fun! Because of how designed... like, how badly designed it is. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but you have... like, it's basically just square, but in a diamond shape. It's just... I like how you can farm the corners around with whatever cards you have, like a Quillhawk, Steelhead, or heck, even a Squid Force card, but why? It's hard to punish around.
It's a very aggressive map.
Very aggro map, and if you're dealing with Little Judd in this map, yeah, good luck. Just good luck.
Little Judd's not that hard to beat. I've beaten him like 600 times.
I beat him like 30 times in the first 3 days. It took me 3 days to beat him level 3. But, yeah. I'm sorry, but this one's in Tableturf Hell because of my #1 reason why. Just hard to punish. And it's easy to get punished exactly.
No, I don't think it's hell, though. I would have put it a bit higher than that.
Yeah, a little higher, though, for everyone. But for me personally, it's just going to be in Tableturf Hell.
Okay.
Anyways, next up's going to be... oh, Lakefront Property. I'm guessing... yeah, that should be the next map. Lakefront Property is like square, but a donut hole.
It's not really like Squared.
Yeah, it's
you
not
play this
much
map a
like
lot more
Squared.
defensively.
Yeah, you have to rely on defense because of how shaped it is. That, like, even though it's like a donut hole in there, you can either choose between up or right, basically. You can't go diagonally straight to the center. And this map actually reminds me of another map that we will go into later. But yeah, it's also RNG reliant from X Marks though.
It's not as RNG reliant. It can be annoying when you don't get it, but it's definitely not to the same level as X Garden.
Oh yeah, true. That's
Personally, I love this map.
That's alright. It's an alright map. I'd say it's definitely goated. I'll put that as goated.
I'm happy with that placement. I would have put it in Godlike, but goated's fine.
Yeah, goated's actually truly fine for me personally. Next up is River Drift, and this is Yuvin's true heavenly favorite, and you already know why.
Yes, I do.
No questions asked. I'm putting it in Godlike, but for real
Just
this
for
time. Oh, sorry, I was trying to do that one Jafar laugh from Aladdin.
Okay.
Anyways, so what do you like about this one, Aaron?
Well, obviously we've mentioned the wall. That's just really funny.
Oh, that is
Even though
way truly funny.
It's not as good anymore because we've because we've gotten so used to using space that
Yeah, if you
the
want
less
to
space
form
you
the
get,
human wall the better way, I recommend playing a Hydra in the first turn, and in the second turn, go with the Dynamo.
charger.
Yeah, unless,
Oh.
like, if they pass through your Dynamo, you're screwed. Like, the wall is already gone, and you just lost the battle. Like, it's easy to get punished like that. So, it's best if you play long cards, like a E-Leader or a Charger, through that Dynamo.
Yeah, I do quite like playing aggressive on this map.
I kinda hated playing aggro on this map. All I would do is just play... Like, I did play this in BJC the other time, and I played... Like, I had to redraw my cards, and all I got was a Forge card and a Super Chump. And I had no choice but to play them. And the commentators were like, what the heck? Anyways, the human wall is, like, hard to pull off, though. That's the thing.
It's not like the main strategy on the map, though. So that's not really too bad.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not that too bad, though.
And some of the new cards as well have been really good for this map. Marina and I've also been experimenting with Pearl.
Oh, definitely. Oh, dang.
They seem
Okay.
very good here.
I think Oct could have been better. I'm also experimenting with Oct in my off time entirely, and I don't know if they're okay with it.
I think it could be good as a base combo.
An emergency-based combo? I could agree with you. Alright. Now that we're done talking, let's talk about the other almost Tableturf Hell map entirely. Box seats. You just need a small deck to play this one. Like 1 to 2 or even 3 big cards, including a 312 of your choice. Like, I recommend most likely a triple ink strike on this one, but my god, I think we might see this map as either okay or Tableturf Hurl, because this is not mid.
I like box seats, honestly.
Yeah, but everyone just bans box seats in general. Remember the last few Tableturf Battle Opens?
I've not been playing in them, so I don't.
Oh yeah, figures. But for me personally, this was going in Tableturf Hell because like it was banned back then. No one actually kind of mastered it a bit. No one in my knowledge.
People have now.
Well, kinda now, but in the past, barely a few people actually mastered this map. And not gonna lie, this was actually my personal emergency last-ditch effort map, because that map actually made me win the game against Sir Nervert in the grand finals of Baby Jelly Cup. But don't get me wrong here, this map though, you just have, it's basically a small version of Square Squared. What could I go wrong with that?
Personally, I would have put boxing at least okay, but that's okay.
Yeah, I could agree with you. I would love to put this on okay, but it's just Tableturf Hell for me personally. So now with the base maps out of the way, let's talk about the 7 new maps that were just added to Tableturf Battle. Starting off with Girder, like this map right here, which is... God, I forgot that map.
Girder for battle.
Girder to battle. Yeah, Girder.
Something like that.
Yeah, I'll call it Girder for now, but Girder is a eye. Is eye-shaped. And what I don't like about this one is the starting block in the bottom. Don't get me wrong, it's kind of good for you guys, but something just doesn't feel right there. If you can pull off a good base combo, kudos to you, though. Like, what are your best starter cards, or what are your best base combos starter cards entirely for it? Because I know a Charger can ease on through, or a Steely of all cards can.
Yeah. It's very hard to, I think, to defend one of this. You can block one of the sides on your first move, but the second one can be quite hard to defend.
That's kind of niche, though. I was planning to add, like, I was experimenting with this map as well. Maybe the Octo Brush or Ink Brush can actually help me out entirely, because how diagonal it is, it can easily block off either side. But I did try the Dreadwinger D, and the Dreadwinger itself with the control tower. And then, I don't even know if this is actually kind of possible though. But I did try a lot with either, I did try with Mr. Coco and Shiver, but also with Mudmouth as well. I don't think either of those are like good base combo cards. Especially with the Perlina combo as well. Her Lina combo is
I
like
think-
hard to pull off here. Marina is only good on the right side of your map.
I think Pearl can work here.
Pearl? Okay.
I was experimenting with that a little bit.
Where did you place
But,
Pearl at?
You can play on the right side of your map, and then I tried to combo that with Reflux, but it was not working for me. That might just be a big issue.
Actually, you just gave me an idea, because I could modify that entirely. It might be possible, though.
Yeah, I'm not exactly experienced with this map, so I can't really comment
most
on it.
people kind of aren't experienced with the map entirely, but I could agree with you there. I could say it's gonna be on mid tier, because
I'm
we
happy
could
with that.
be experimenting more entirely. Next up is one of my almost worst favorite maps entirely, and also godlike as well, is this.
I hope you know why I'm saying that.
You know what this map is called, right?
Cracker Snap.
Cracker Snap, aka Juven Wall, but diagonally. Because all you need to do is place one one special block blocked right there in each side of the corner. And what I like about this is because a Japanese player that I saw on Twitter actually performed the Juven Wall diagonally there. Like, almost perfectly. It's not that perfect, though.
It's kind of bad.
Yeah, for this map, diagonal cards are your best friend if you're going to aggressively attack. But you need to choose carefully, because you won't know the other player is going to block either side completely. And maybe a little bit of both. But if they're going to do a little bit of both, I recommend trying to use like a squeezer or an ink brush, or heck, even a big man or a captain or a triple ink strike of all 312s that can actually squeeze through.
Yeah, captain and the big man are very good here.
Yeah.
If they don't get perfectly blocked.
Yeah, and if you're wondering about which big man it is, it's Hype Manta Storm. I use Hype Manta Storm as my base combo, right next to right next to Gnarly Eddie.
I have like a sort of mini base combo with Dually Squelchers and the oversized Octopods. You can get 3 special around the starting block along with your opener.
Oh, that could be experimental, I guess. I could agree with you there. But, like, if you can block off at least 3 of the 5 areas right next to each other, then it could be a cakewalk for ya. Because once you get aggroed entirely, like all the other maps, that could kind of be it. And also, the right side has a little bit more space than the left side of your side.
Personally, I think the left-hand side had more space.
That could be true.
But it usually gets broken into, so...
Okay. I wouldn't say it's not godlike, but I'll just keep it there because why not? Same thing as the Juven Wall. And then next up is going to be Mask Mansion. Now, Mask Mansion is almost so combo reliant that I couldn't even think about how tough Gelfonso is. I tried fighting against Gelfonso the other few days ago, and his base combo's like so trash that he just went aggro, and that's the only way to win the game for him.
I'm not too great at this map, so I'm not really going to comment on it much.
Yeah, but the only target is going to the center. And you have to zone around left and right to even the odds entirely. Like, it's just like a square, but the corners are gone and, are a little bit tight. And also now there are 4 walls that you have to worry about. Like, this is one of the only map, well, actually one of the only few maps that have the gray blocks in either side of the base. And I could say it's okay, because personally though, base combo is like the only way for me to start off, because I've done experimenting with the Tentacook though, and Tentacook is like not that bad, even with the Fret Crumbs. Fret Crumbs can definitely guarantee you a special block, as well as the hero shot. Paintbrush though also is a good brush recommendation. That's a really good recommendation card there.
There's also a lot of good openers you can try. Cypher.
Cypher's a good one. And Coho?
Yeah. Coho, no, I've not actually seen that much.
Okay.
They've also got the Fry boss fight.
Oh yeah, Fry Eeldeal. Yeah, Eeldeal Fry is a good one. But the only problem though is like it's hard to actually place it down because your opponent might either go like the only side that's kind of viable enough is either the left side mostly, but the right side though, it just depends on if your opponent is going left or right, and then you can play it yield your fry in the middle for that guaranteed special point. Like, you aren't gonna win a clash with that card, but it's guaranteed that you might have enough special blocks to fill it up.
A problem I have with this map that I've found that is difficult to play a special attack.
Oh,
that might just be me though, because I'm not comfortable.
Yeah,
with
it is actually
playing on it yet.
Almost difficult to play around there. Like, if you have a 312 on you already in hand, the best 312 possible has got to be an ink vac. It doubles as both an attack and also a base combo. They actually serve as a double, unlike triple ink strike.
I think Crab Tank's okay here.
Oh, definitely Crab Tank's okay in here. That could be good. Like, why Crab Tank of all 312s instead of ink vac?
It can also, like ink vac, it can wrap around the walls as well.
Oh, okay, that's a good card to deal with. That's a good card for the Crab Tank. Alright, that's actually good. I'll put that as a... Actually, yeah, I'll put that as a mid, because of that reason. Next is Sticky Thicket, aka the checkerboard map of all checkerboards. Why would you say it's godlike?
I love playing on it. It's... I
okay,
don't know why.
Give me good...
I just enjoy it.
Give me one good reason why.
Give me a minute. I can't think of anything. I just enjoy it.
Well, what do you like about it that you enjoyed the most? Is it the splatter color screen fitting, or is it the longer cards, or heck, even the dapple dualies?
I think it's finding large cards that can fit in the sort of mid is very fun, and when you can get it, it's very satisfying.
Pearl Drone and Cypher is a good base combo on top of it. Like, I also play Spike a lot in this map, alongside Embers as well.
I'm the one who came up with that.
Actually, no. Originally I tried Spike and Point Sensor in base combo.
Point Sensor works as well.
Yeah, it actually does work as well. But the only problem is, like, where I would place it down, because I also have a Gnarly Eddie on hand with me alongside a Big Man. And the Little Judd as well. And that could have been better, though. The only better combo to deal with is Octavio Big Man.
There's also one with Marina and Horoboros. You don't get both specials.
But it's actually...
But you can still get one, and it completely blocks off your bait.
So, for Sticky Thicket, personally, the best 312, in my opinion, has got to be a splatter color screen. And the reason why is because during the endgame, you basically get to squeeze around those checkerboards, and its only weakness is to place your special blocks right next to it to make it even hard, like either on the left, the right, and up and down. And if it's diagonal, it's hard enough to deal with it. It could be hard to deal with diagonally.
I also think Crab Tank's a good special here.
That's a good point. Triple Ink Strike is not good in this map. Triple Ink Strike's actually not that good in this map, and especially with Ink Vac, though. My best bet for this map in general is the fact that long cards like I think an E-Leader and also a
Chargers are very good here.
Yeah, they're very good here, but I've been experimenting with Steel Eel as well. Steel Eel is actually kind of good.
I can find it awkward to fit in mid, but that might just be me.
Yeah, but let's not forget about either side having Dapple Dualies. Dapple Dualies is like the best possible way to block off your Charger cards. I think they could clash and equally win against Chargers who either go left or right, but they aren't good enough to go through in the center.
I don't even run Dapples on this map, so...
I've run a few long cards in this map, but I could say it's gonna be actually goated.
I would have said... I'm happy with that.
Yeah, goated, definitely goated. So we got like 3 maps remaining,
nice.
And now next up is going to be one of my almost personal favorites, and this one.
Pedal to the metal. I can find it a little bit
Pedal to the
cramped at
metal.
times, but that just
It's
might be
actually
me.
Main Street, but with... Okay, imagine Main Street, but a little shorter, and you have to deal with 6 special blocks to start off with.
It's Main Street's successful older brother.
Yes, aka its little brother. It has another family member as well, but we'll get to that in a moment. Now this one is... this one's actually actually mid, personally, but I'm gonna put it okay because of one reason. Actually, no, never mind. This one's actually godlike because of how many special blocks. Like, this is the only map that has, say, 6 special blocks to begin with. No other map can actually fit 6 blocks or more in any of their own maps. Like, imagine Square Squared, but with 6 starting blocks in between. Like, or better yet, no, 9 starting blocks that you have to deal with. No, I take it back.
That would be fun.
8 starting blocks forming a circle. Like, I could imagine that, but differently. So, my personal take on this one is, I do run a Harmony card, but it doesn't actually defend well, so my best bet's got to be Dynamo Roller. Dynamo actually blocks and covers your side of the base for an easy base combo.
I've also been experimenting with other cards with like other base combos. I can't really think of anything specifically, but I think the main problem I find is that everything can be jack loaded.
Oh, that could
That you can't
that could
get
be.
all your special until you get all the cards.
True. Like Main Street, it's basically just a little shorter that you have to play aggro and defensively at the same time, because you have to focus on left and right entirely, and you do not want your opponent to go aggro around like in Main Street, because unlike Main Street, it's easier to base build your combos. Like, I did run a deck with 2 Clash Blasters at the same time, and I put them both together, and they fit perfectly.
Hello?
Oh, hey Jack.
Hello, Jack.
So, listen, I know you didn't miss anything entirely important, but if you want to talk about the maps, go ahead and ask.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. Where can I start?
Any of the maps
Square
that we just
Squared.
talked about. Yeah, we talked about how it's okay, in my opinion. Like, in my opinion,
I'm
it's
gonna
just
put it higher, but
higher.
otherwise it's fine.
Oh, okay, you know
That's
what?
probably
Fine, mid. And to be
I would
actually
put it to
fair-
God tier.
What?
God tier.
Okay, you know what? I agree with you, but for this one, I'm gonna put this one okay. Actually, no. I take it back. I take it back here.
used
I
here.
take it back. Good order for the battles and okay, in my opinion. I take back all that. Okay, anyways, we're talking about Pedal to the Metal and how it's actually godlike. What are your hot takes on this one personally?
I feel like it's mid.
Okay, are you actually messing with the turf? Actually, no. Are you actually messing around with the tier list entirely? Because, in my opinion, this one's actually godlike because of the special blocks.
I kind of agree with Jack here.
It's like, the special blocks are there, yes, but it's just pure chaos. It's like even more chaos than Square Squid if you play it right. Yeah, no, I just don't feel like there's any structure on this map, and there will not be any structure.
I could agree more, but,
I agree.
yeah. Anyways, we're down to 2 maps, and I'll talk about this map right here. This
Really?
map. This map.
Godlike.
No, it's goated. It's goated.
How is it goated?
How is that shit
Goated is
goated?
goated is a greater version of mid, but it's not godlike entirely.
I couldn't have guessed. Goated sits between godlike and mid.
I didn't have enough time to even name the tiers in the tier list, though.
Well, seems fine anyway.
Yeah,
How about we switch Gemini with Tulane?
2-lane. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 2-lane Splatoon. Now, funny story though. Aaron actually discovered the best 2 combo cards for either
I wouldn't
side.
say they're the best.
Wait, you wouldn't say it's the best? It's it's like,
It's
come on, man.
it's solid, but I've not found anything else that works for me.
Come on,
But I think other people have other options.
yeah, like personally, I run the combo, which is basically mirrored, the Nautilus and the Jet Squelchers. I run all 4 of those for this map, and not gonna lie, I would have wanted to experiment more with other cards other than those 2, and I mean those 4. But this is my only best one, and just like in Main Street, it's like doubled. You have to worry about one side or the other. And I did see a Discord message about choosing which side to pick. So if your opponent picks the same side as you have, then you can do the other, or just play it aggressively.
So I think what you mean is that like, if they play on the same side, you play the game defensively. But if you start on opposing sides, you play aggressive.
That's actually kind of true, though. That's actually true. This one's actually mid.
There is no way that that is better than Gemini.
No.
Come on, man. This is on this one is going to be on my opinion. Fight me all you want, but I am not a coward. But speaking of cowards, way out, we have this map. This map is like, this is not square, like this is not Main Street, and I don't know why most of the maps are kind of like Main Street, because it's just a rectangle.
I would say that there are a lot of them are like Main Street.
My god. Okay. This map, though, is, like, you get to start off with either side, like, you get to start off, like, 2 special blocks already packed and ready, and all you need is, like, I don't know, a flat card to start out with. But also, the fact is that you can either start off aggressively with just a 2 special card, or you can just defend as quick as you possibly can before turn 3, because, let's face it, turn 3 is a guaranteed pierce through towards your side of the base.
It's not always guaranteed, though.
Yeah,
no,
it just relies. It's just over the line is over not rated. It's just underrated, to be honest. When you play aggressive, like I had trouble playing Hero Shot with it, because once I play the Hero Shot, I can just play either a Splatoon Wiper or any other card in general that's 2 spot. You know, 2.
But most of the time,
spots.
people defend against that.
Yeah,
So
but the only control you have is your left part of your own side base, because while your opponent and maybe you can take care of your right side or the left side, depending on who's attacking and who's which. It's not all RNG dependent for this matter, because you have your side of square squared while your opponent has a mini side of square squared. It's not like box seats though. Like it's like trying to work around with whatever you have for a giant square on your side. If your opponent actually goes through that square, then guess what? It's actually kind of shit to defend.
yeah, that's when you play aggressive, though.
Alright,
Because
well...
you'll often have a special as well.
Well,
Like
okay
a lot of
then.
times, screen will be used. You can't really defend against screen.
Yeah, screen is like the best 312 for this map. Like right next to Sticky Thicket. So this one's actually mid. Not mid. This one's actually kind of goated. Like, what do you think of this tier list overall?
For a start, Gemini I think should be higher.
Alright, you know what? For all the I'm only gonna put... You know what? I'll make an exception. While I am kind of stealing this from Gem of Squid School. By the way, Gem, how you doing? How you doing? If you're watching this video, hi. By the way, if I know I'm kind of stealing this, I'm not actually. I take it back. I'm not stealing this video. I am plagiarizing it, but only in Tableturf, because there's no way Gem of Squid School can actually think about how good these maps are in their own opinion. There's no way. But to be fairly honest, there's no way he's gonna react to this video.
Can I ask how that's relevant to me asking you to put Gemini up a tier?
Yeah, just put Gem above Godlike, and I would just make this next tier pretty much Gem. No, there we go. So, which map out of all the maps do you think Gem would pick?
I
No.
honestly don't know myself.
I'm guessing this.
Probably.
I'm not making fun of you, Jem. If you're watching this video, we aren't making fun of you entirely. It's just the fact that there's no way you could have reacted to this map entirely. Like, I wonder if this map, like this, if this tier list actually gets super goated, like these 5 maps.
Goated and godlike.
Oh shit! My bad.
Swapped.
My bad. Okay, there we go. There it is.
May I make her a quick request?
Yeah.
I want you to guess what map I would personally choose, if that's okay with you.
Trick question. That's gotta be the one in Tableturf Hell.
More accurately, the one that isn't even close to competitive.
Oh, I know this one. I know that one's not competitive-wise. I'm guessing this one. Girder for the battle.
I'm gonna be honest, I've never played that map. I'm not a high table turf label. Label, really? I'm not a high table turf level.
Oh my god, what is this video going to be turned into?
I have no idea.
Oh my god, when I edit this video, entirely, there's no way. There's no shot that this is gonna be the official community tier list. Because, again, this could be my opinion. I could change it to however I want it. But this might be for the thumbnail either way.
Don't name it community
yes.
tier list, thank you.
No,
A thumbnail where a moron like myself talks
Alright,
about
I'll be
something that he
fairly
has
honest,
no idea about.
I'll be fairly honest, I'll just delete this row. I might put that as a thumbnail, but I'll just leave it to how it is truly. Regardless. And with that, that should be it for all the maps. And overall, these maps are... It's been a while since Nintendo just made a few maps for Tableturf, even though it was like spoon-feeding them last year. Because while last year gave rise to the birth of Tableturf Competitive, like basically the Tableturf Competitive scenery, it's been like a year ever since. Nintendo just took us... It just took them a year to even create new maps while they were actually making new cards. And we did see some quality of life changes entirely as well. But I just get the feeling that the maps are not as shit as we thought. We just have to learn from it.
Feeling Splatfest is still not great.
It's still mid. That's all I gotta say that. There. Alright, well, we need an outro, guys. So any good outros?
I think I have an idea, but I don't know if it's appropriate or not.
Go ahead, say it. I'll cut it out of the video if it's inappropriate.
That's only a theory. A table turf theory.
Oh, that's a good one, of course. Tableturf theory, of course. That's actually kind of good, though, not gonna lie. But, anyways, this is KaiKai3212, signing off, and hope you have a good day. Oh, wait, I forgot an outro for this one. It's fucking goated.